Good afternoon, friends. I feel it is easier to say in hindsight than do it in the heat of the moment. Mastering the art of communication is a process and it takes lots of practice. My friend, today I shall give a talk on simple ways to communicate effectively. As saying what the other person wants to hear, never do that. Be certain that it's true and what's the facts, only speak that. You don't have to please anybody's ears. And then know how far you will go very clearly, and how how don't you don't go. Sorry, internet disconnect. Always use I instead of you. Take a time out of things when the things get heated. If you are emotionally charged, it's on something from your past that you are reacting to, rather than the person in front of you in the moment. Feel the anger and then return to a neutral frame of mind. Then come back to the conversation where you can respond from a neutral place rather than reacting emotionally. Come from a natural place. Always keep an open heart for effective communication. It's very important. Never close your heart to the other person because you will be the one who suffer. Resist the urge to cut always anyone. Be patient and compassionate with yourself and the other person you are dealing with. Accept your different perspectives and work towards the middle ground for harmony and good relations by keeping your heart open. Practice makes perfect, my friend, and there is no time like the present to get started just now. Take the risk and begin to communicate successfully today or right now. My friends, effective communication in the workplace also is imperative in a leadership role. An age old aphorism, it goes like this: it's not what you say, it's but how you say. That includes your tone and tenor besides the substance. Good communication is what separates a poor leader from an exceptional one. Having an effective communication skill is the key to the good leadership. When you communicate well with your team, it helps eliminate all kinds of misunderstandings and can encourage healthy and peaceful work environment. Efficient and open communication with your team will also let you get work done quickly and more professionally. The moment you get the lines of communication open with your team, the process of carrying out tasks and projects will most likely go smoothly, and you will be surprised how meeting targets will become a whole lot easier. There are a lot of effective you can create the effective communications with little effort in your workplace. Have or hold open meetings. It is easier to communicate with your passion and how you feel to your team by having a meeting, open meeting. In this kind of forum, they will not only hear what you are saying, they will also see and feel it. This approach will remain one of the best approaches to communicate effectively with the team. Use email. In official settings, communication via the email remains a very important instrument. It will enable you to pass messages to members of your team without pulling them out of their workstations. Talking one to one. Experts have been able to prove that some people understand better when you take them aside and talk to them one to one. Ensure that you maintain eye contact with them to enable the message sinks in. Create a receptive atmosphere. To effectively communicate with your team, you must create a receptive atmosphere. Avoid a tense environment at all costs, because when you communicate in an overly intense manner, the message you are trying to share might not be well understood or retained. Display confidence and seriousness. Ensure that you display confidence and seriousness to ensure that you will not be taken for granted. When your team members notice any uncertainty and lack of seriousness when you are communicating with them, they are likely to treat the information with disdain or disregard, or they will with suspicion. Use as much you can the most simplest words in your communication. The truth actually is that everybody cannot be in the same page when it comes to vocabulary. Therefore, to be effective in your communication with your team members, friends, colleagues, use words that can be easily understood by each and every one. When ambiguous words are used, you can be misunderstood and or waste precious time having to explain yourself time and again. If possible, use visuals. Place visuals at strategic positions of the workstation, or where your team can see them very frequently. They should not just hear the message, they should also see it. This gives room for better comprehension. Very important. Listen to your team members. Listen to other person also. Communication is intended to be a two-way street. Don't just talk because you are the leader or the boss without listening to anybody else. Monologues bores people. Encourage them to open up so you can be well guided when communicating in the future with them. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you must listen more than you speak. Principle. My friends, it's very important to use to communicate effectively, to use your body language. Use your body language. Your body language will pass your message faster, better, and more clearly. Master the art of body language when communicating with your team. Stand, sit up straight, use smiles, handshakes, eye contact, many more. But get the message clear and explicitly understood by the audience you are addressing. Effective communication is essential for any success, whether it is with family, friends, or workplace. Practice, my friends. You can communicate effectively, I'm sure. Thank you very much.